All right, everybody. Hope you are having a fantastic Sunday afternoon here. My name is Moonblaze Wolf. You can call me Blaze, or you can call me Moonblaze. I'm going to be your host for these next 3 runs. The first of which is Psychonauts by yoshipro. We are getting ready to kick that off here in just a second. All right, and it looks like we are live and ready for Psychonauts. So yoshipro, take it away.
Hey, hello, I'm yoshipro. My commentator today will be Wonder J. If you want to
Hello.
introduce yourself, yep. He's famous for being last place on the Psychonauts board, if I'm not mistaken.
With a
Uh,
10.5 hour time.
it's pretty impressive. Uh, so yeah, today we're playing Psychonauts. The category is no major glitches / skips. The 90% run has a bunch of crazy skips and glitches, and that's no good. So we're gonna be being good boys and playing the game intended. So can I count down? Ready to start?
I think you're ready to go.
Cool. So in 3, 2, 1, let's blast. So Psychonauts is a game where you're at a psychic summer camp. You're playing as a boy named Raz. He snuck into the summer camp. He's supposed to be doing acrobats and whatnot, but he wants to be a psychic. And being a Psychonaut's the most prestigious. So right off the bat, we're doing a little skip here. Normally there's like a 1-minute tutorial on how to use the camera, but you can force quit the game by pressing left and right stick at the same time. It pauses the game when you're not supposed to be able to pause. So crazy speed tech. That is not a major skip or glitch either. This category is kind of arbitrary, but it's great. So you see in the top right, there's rank. I want to be rank 30 by a certain point in the game because I need to or every 10 ranks you unlock a psychic ability, and I need invisibility to beat the game. So the whole like idea behind this game is you're entering people's minds, and that's kind of what being a psychonaut is in this game. So here we're entering the tutorial, Coach Oleander. This level's called Basic Braining. Comedy Gold, I know. So each mind has figments in it, which you see me collecting right now. Every figment gives you just some random value. Every mind has like different values per figment. This level getting figments doesn't matter too much because it's really low, but later on you'll see me go out of my way to collect some. And every 100 figment score you get 1 rank, so. I haven't really explained any of the movement tech either, so you see me ground pounding a bunch. It's called palming in this game. So when you ground pound on like a slope, you're able to conserve all that speed into like a ludicrous amount of horizontal speed. So early on, until I get a move later, you'll see me palming a bunch. Palming and bunny hopping. And bunny hopping is just jumping to conserve my speed. There's Stogan, best character. So Wonder J, how much of this game do you recognize or remember?
I remember like quite a bit actually. Mainly just from watching you doing runs every now and then. Because it's been like 5 years since I've actually played this game.
Yeah, since
Oh yeah, I remember this section with the babies. You want to hurt the babies.
Okay, no, you don't want. It's faster too. So, this little punching game here, you want to get 20 points, and after the first 15, babies can spawn, and it is faster to punch the baby, but you don't want babies because baby spawning is slow still. But it's all RNG, so. So, like, I guess technically you're right, but also you don't want babies to spawn, so, you know. But yeah, so Wonder J and I blind raced this game along with another friend, Damagak, like, I guess 2017, right? You said 5 years ago?
Yeah, around then, yeah.
Yeah, so that was the first time either of us played the game. I didn't run this game until 2019, and after running the game or starting to run in 2019, I kind of just picked up every category, and yeah, I've been playing the game on and off since. So here you're supposed to like be a big tutorial for like the platforming and whatnot, but you can skip all of it by going on this debris here and doing a palm onto these rails down below. Skips like 40 seconds of gameplay. I'll send you to go into the middle for figments. And coming up here is the hardest boss in the game. That's Bobby. We'll be seeing him a bunch throughout the early game at least.
I honestly forgot they were there.
How could you? Bobby's like the biggest deal. Shaking my head. SMH. You can also jump over Bobby if you want to be a pacifist, but you know,
Guess I'm
he'll be fine. It's just in the mind. So that's the first level. Coming up here is a skip called Girl Skip. So there's two girls down there that want you to pay them arrowheads, but we don't have any yet, so we'll just jump over them into the loading zone. And speaking of arrowheads, I'm actually going to start collecting some here. I need 50 for an item later. Also, I'm using a new route that's only done in this category, so I'm going to be collecting cards as well. So you see these psi cores I'm getting? It's like the ball with the cards flying around. That's a psi core, it gives you a rank. If you get 9 cards on their own, you can exchange that for a rank later, which I'll be doing. Yeah, I'll need 50 arrowheads by like the next 2 or so minutes. You're able to get a bunch because there's just deposits in the ground like you see me collecting right now. But inside mines, other areas, you can just kind of randomly get them from drops. So there's some RNG coming up, unfortunately.
And what were those arrowheads for? The 50?
So they're like the currency basically. I can exchange them for items later, and I need 50 now, and I'll need 800 later. But the 50 I'm getting now will help me get 800 really quick. I missed a palm. And here's a scavenger hunt item. I think I've collected a few already, like 1 or 2.
So what are we gonna learn?
Basically, there's scavenger hunt items. If you collect 7, you get 4 ranks right away. So, again, I want to be rank 30, so getting there takes a lot of time. So anything that gives me ranks quick is good.
Sasha, I'm going inside the caravan.
What do you see inside?
Aha!
So this level's an example of a place where I want to get figments, like really bad, because the value here is 9 per figment, I believe. Yeah, it's 9, so 9 is a lot. That's a big number.
That's very true.
So, and this is what I'm talking about with the random drops. So I can just hit these like pieces of mushroom or whatever on the ground, and they sometimes drop arrowheads, which they all did there actually, which is really good. But sometimes you can get like HP or later ammo, which you'll see what I mean when I say ammo. Pretty soon actually, like coming up right now. Now we're entering the second real level of the game. It's another tutorial. The first half of this game is like basically all tutorials, but they're like really cool tutorials. There's like actually playing the game still, so it's not boring. But this is me learning how to use my Psy Blast, basically just a little shot you can do using the power of your brain. Crazy stuff, I know. So this level has like cube gravity, so each side of the cube has its own gravity. You can use that to palm and traverse the area real quick, like I'm doing right here. It is pretty cool. This game did the gravity stuff before Mario Galaxy, so you know, I'm not saying Mario Galaxy ripped off Psychonauts, but I'm saying that. That's what I'm saying. Precisely what I'm saying right now. But yeah, the first part of this level, you just want to shoot these targets. There's a bunch of them just around. This last one here, and we're going to be fighting the first actual boss of the game. Not to say Bobby wasn't a boss, but you know, this one has a health bar, so he's slightly more official. And again, keeping up the motif of shooting targets, you shoot 5 targets here, so you can actually hurt them. And now you just shoot, punch, punch, punch. And that is the second level. Oh, that doesn't look good. Now we're going back into Brain Tumbler. I guess this is technically the second level. We came here before, but we didn't really do a whole lot last time. So this level, you can't really progress until you learn certain moves. So it's my second visit. Now I can get past this giant monster, spooky monster, by shooting with my brain.
Hey, where'd it go? Don't tell me I imagined that whole thing. Dang. Does that ever work?
And if you're fast here, you can beat the bunny, but I'm being very slow right now, walking into the enemy. Oh no, I'm washed. It's over. Ideally, you palm off that rock there, and you have a bunch of speed, and you go zoomy quick, but I guess I'll just keep flipping. Flipping is the fastest form of movement when you can't palm. It's crazy how many people I hear say they didn't know you could flip. There's like a whole lock-on feature. If you just hold down that lock-on button, you can flip, flip, flip.
Are you being the bunny now?
Don't worry, Dogen. I'm coming up there to save you.
I actually am being the bunny. You are right.
No time to explain, Sasha.
I don't know
gotta
how that
find the
happened.
Spooky Thorn Tower.
I guess the bunny just gave up. I was too quick. Okay, now we have the Oarsman badge. We don't actually use the badge for anything, but we need it to actually enter this next level. Normally it's used to ride the canoes. I'm gonna see like canoes over there. I guess we won't even see them actually. No, we won't see them.
There are canoes though.
Yeah, you are supposed to ride them, but you can just kind of palm over. Oh, we kind of saw one there. And we can enter the next mine, Mia's mine. So this is like the main form of tech in the regular speedrun, and it's also gonna be like the main movement tech in this run. But in any percent and other categories, one that allow glitches, you can do a trick where you fly by doing an animation cancel.
And see if you can get all those rings spinning, Mr. DJ.
But since we're not cheating this run, we will not be flying.
And that's the one speed tech that I know how to do that I did in my 10.5-hour run. Because I wanted the run to end.
It's very impressive, honestly. It would have been 11 hours if not for the flying tech.
True.
Yeah, you can do palms with the levitation ball. And in these half pipes, it gives you a bunch of speed and height, which is pretty cool.
Like those spikes? Those are...
And now we have probably the coolest part of the run in like any category. I was stuck on the floor. That was not a glitch, I swear.
Get set, go, baby, go!
Yeah, this is the race section. It is pretty tough the first time we played this game. I remember I spent like half an hour here. First time I played in the race. So the goal is to get to the end before Bobby does. And it's pretty easy when you do the speedrun tech, which is bunny hopping. So your speed is capped when you're on the ball, but when you're on your feet, there's no speed cap, so. Jump, jump, jump. That being said, if you land on like the wall or like too steep of a slope, you lose all your speed, so I'll be going onto my ball here and there. And here for consistency. on my ball. Optimizing the race though is really fun. I've spent probably like a dozen hours at least just practicing this one level. This one part of the level.
It's a really fun level.
It is. It feels really good when you do it well. That was pretty okay. A little sloppy, but oh no. Also, I didn't really explain it either. There's a lot of tech in this game. There's a lot to explain. So you can climb up slopes with the ball that you're normally not supposed to be able to. It's a trick called float climbing. You will see it used a bunch. This level doesn't have too many float climbs, but coming up after, you will see. Oh, why am I pausing? Also, I'm down 2 cards in the card route because I forgot about the card route at the very start, so I know where to make them up. Pretty lenient, luckily, but... And here's Oatmeal. He's our little pal. He will take us to the Collective Unconscious, which is like the little hub world of all the different levels we've been to. And this is our last time in this level, so I'm going to be going out of my way to collect a few figments. Why did I pause by doing like the pressing left stick and right stick in? The forced pause. Didn't even mean to. But yeah, I used float climbs there to get up the tree a little quicker. And so this next boss is called Brain Tank. And it's because the boss is a tank, or yeah, a tank controlled by a brain. Crazy, I know.
Man, I am so smart. Soft gelatinous underbelly? Here I come.
But yeah, so this is Dogen's brain. We saw Dogen there. He was trapped watching TV. His brain is in a tank, inexplicably. We don't know why. And now it's attacking us, so. This
Do you
first
think the
phase...
brain is using tank controls?
Probably. Tank controls are great. My favorite, truly. Actually, it has to be. Like, look how it moves. It has to be using tank controls. But yeah, this first phase is more or less an auto-scroller, so we have time for a donation or some words.
Yeah, for sure. We've got one new donation. We have a $20 donation from Mothra45 with no comment. Thank you very much for your generous donation. I also just want to remind everybody that this is the last day that you can purchase marathon shirts from the Yeti. Use the command !Yeti in chat to get a link to the whole collection. There's 6 fantastic shirts that you can buy, and $5 from each shirt will go to the Trevor Project.
So the second phase, we actually have a bit more control over how fast we go. We can do double hits here. Normally every hit, they're supposed to jump away, but just do a few double hits and end the fight pretty quick. I'm missing a card in this area, so I'm going to grab this card. I'm going to grab these 2 actually, just so I'm not down any. So once you collect 9, you can trade them in for a Psychor, a rank. Which is pretty vital. And here we went to the shop for the first time to buy the dowsing rod. The dowsing rod will get us 900 arrowheads pretty quick in the next section. Which is a fan favorite for all speedrunners of Psychonauts. Do you know what I'm talking about, Underjay? Do you know the section?
No.
Do you remember the big fish? When you
Oh, the fish, yes.
Yeah.
I love the fish.
The fish is awesome. I love her. She's actually like a really cool character, but she has the worst part of the run, probably.
Yeah.
But it's okay. So, like, speedrunners love luck in their games, and they also love auto-scrollers, and she combines both of them quite elegantly. So, yeah, this part I'm just collecting scavenger items. I need to get this card. I'm doing some 90% movement right now when I'm not supposed to be. Crazy time loss. Oh. But it's okay. So we're collecting side cores here. I'm gonna be like rank 19 or 20. Somewhere thereabout. Which is pretty good, actually. I need to be ranked 20 by a certain part of the run as well, but quite a bit more lenient, so. I guess I should mention the reason I'll need 800 arrowheads later is there's an item called the Cobweb Duster. Which the Cobweb Duster, it collects cobwebs. You might have seen in all the mines currently, there's been like a cobweb here and there. You need it to beat the game. If you block the path directly, so. And this is the last side core. I'm pretty sure we collect every side core in the run, because I mean it's a free rank like right away, so.
Is this a good time for another donation?
Yes.
Okay, great. I've got $100 donation here from one Mr. Shasta. He writes, I was originally going to use this money to donate for the Forgotten Land run, but Spectrum forced me to drop that run from the event, unfortunately. So instead, I'm using it to unlock Final Fantasy X. That will be a very comfy finale that's absolutely worth watching as well. Well, thank you, Shasta. Good luck, YP, yoshipro, and also for everyone out there, play Psychonauts, and Psychonauts 2 as well. Those games are very important and good. Trans rights are human rights.
Shasta spitting facts with that donation.
Heck yeah.
That donation was a tour de force. Thank you, Shasta.
Hey, I think. Man, that must be full of sharp nails. Hate to swallow that.
Yeah, we're now on Fish Boss now. There's
Fish
a lot
Boss.
of slowly moving across the map.
Yeah, this part's pretty intense casually, and it's actually kind of annoying the first time. I remember the first time I played it, I got stuck a bunch. I kept getting caught on like the walls because I was bad at platforming. So yeah, there's 2 deposits. The dowsing rod is used to pick up huge deposits of arrowheads in the ground. So normally collecting 800 arrowheads to get the duster is kind of tedious. But for whatever reason, this level has 400 deposits. Every other deposit's normally like 50. So if it wasn't for these 2 deposits, it would take like, it'd probably be a minute of just collecting arrowheads, walking around and doing that. Luckily, there's just 2 huge deposits. Yeah, this part is basically just an auto-scroller again. This game has, the 90% run is like 2 huge auto-scrollers and a bunch of really cool movement. This game, or this category is a bit longer, so the auto-scrollers don't make up nearly as much, but it's still like 5 or 6 minutes. And the part of the boss that is RNG is she has to drop nail boxes for us. Because the idea is you hit the nail boxes and then she eats the nails and damage. But, you know, the first phase is pretty good. Second phase is where it really matters. You can lose upwards of like 50 seconds. So at a high level, this game is pretty annoying to run. At least just for this part. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend learning the run for Psychonauts 1. But, this part can be a huge deterrent, and I see why. Yeah, here she spits out a bunch of debris. We want 1 nail box, 2 nail boxes. Oh, she gave us good luck. Linda's feeling nice today. Oh my god, that box was stuck on a lobster.
Poor gross little suckerfish. It can't breathe. I should kill it.
And we got good luck here too, so this run is actually pretty solid so far. So Wonder J, what have you been up to today?
Well, I got up about an hour and a half ago.
Okay, so you basically just woke up.
Yeah,
Nice.
and then decided to come on the stream.
Did you have breakfast or no?
No, not yet. But I'm not exactly hungry right now either.
Isn't it like 3 p.m. for you, I guess?
Yes, it is 3:30.
Yeah, the
I'm
classic.
gonna have a fun time waking up for work tomorrow.
I have work in like an hour and 10 minutes, so I'm gonna have fun at work today too. And I went to bed at like 5. I want to say 5, and I woke up at 10 today because I was like, I need to make sure I have all my stuff ready for the run. But I had breakfast. I had poached eggs on toast.
Ooh, nice.
Very good. Highly recommend. I love eggs.
Did you make that yourself?
Yes.
Heck yeah.
I put the eggs in the water. Crazy. I know. But yeah, the auto scroller's basically done here. Ah, suckerfish. I forgot they can attack you. Yeah. And now if we look at our arrowheads, we have 900. Perfect. And here's Linda. This mine
That's
is
an
very unique.
acceptable amount of arrowheads.
Very much so. So the figments in this level are also worth a lot, so I'm gonna go slightly out of my way to get a few. Just to make sure. The routing in this category is not as optimized as like 90%, because I am the only one who really runs this category. At least currently. This is like one of the best categories though. At least in my opinion. Has a lot of cool movements you don't see in other categories. Also, if you wonder why I'm not on the ball here, it's because you can't actually use the levitation ball. I will show that in a second. If you go on it, Raz just says, I don't think that's going to work, because as a giant monster, he is too heavy to use. So I'm going to just jump around here to collect all these figments. Pretty easy way to get like 2 ranks. And we're going to be coming up to the end of this level. Normally, we used to go like way out of our way here. We spend like 2 minutes collecting figments. Now we only spend like 20 seconds. Because of the card route. Figments used to be like a huge, huge part of this category. And they still kind of are, but not nearly as much as before. And you can go into the water and it will put you further ahead, but you miss out on a bunch of pigments, so I'm not going to do that here. And I have to be careful here not to skip this cutscene too quick, because if I do, I can't actually do no major glitches. So, watch the cutscene for a second. So if you skip that cutscene too quick, these planes up top don't spawn. And you can skip the planes, but that's considered a major skip, so that would invalidate the run. And this run's actually pretty decent so far, so. Gotta be a little careful, because these planes can knock you off. And if they knock you off, it is a pain to get back up. Click just a few more. And we're going to the boss of this area. And entering the last half of the game. This is actually like really good pace. I'm nervous. I'm shaking. PB pace, so am I.
Give up while you can, Gargalore.
I know it's you in there, Coach. I don't know if that's
Jamara does not speak giant monster boy language.
the only
I'm
word
very
you're
low
gonna
in
use.
HP.
Ram!
Which wouldn't be a huge issue normally, but the strat here requires taking a bunch of damage, so.
Mighty Ram! Ground vision! Mighty Ram! Ground vision!
So I'm gonna bring him to the corner here
Hard to avoid!
and try and do a one cycle. And I got it. Cool. So normally he goes back up in the air in a casual playthrough, but you can just unlock him in the corner and speedy quick.
Love how he announces his attack.
Straight mighty ram ground version. Best attack.
Have you crows seen a... Hey, I was talking...
And now here's the fan favorite stage, the Milkman. Very good stage. In all categories except this one, basically, you do a huge skip that, like, skips over half the stage. But luckily, we get to see most of this level's really cool stuff. So, get over here. We skipped something there. Normally, you're supposed to get a stop sign, but you can just kind of cross that gap. And now we have the power of clairvoyance. We can see through other people's eyes. And we'll use that to solve this very tricky puzzle. I can't type. Yeah, we saw the code. And now we're gonna use bacon, actually, the first time we use bacon. This calls Ford, and Ford is the one who teaches us moves. He really likes bacon, so.
Great, great. Oh, you're getting warmer. Keep going. Ooh, it's
So
getting
we hit
hot
rank
there.
20 so we can learn 2 moves.
Lock your
I
mental
attacked
focus on this
early.
last one and hold it while you use your pyrokinesis power.
Oh, well. That's like 7 seconds lost. You can skip that bit of dialogue if we just attack him before the cutscene plays. But yeah, we learned pyrokinesis and telekinesis, which are integral to beating the game,
Oh, great shot.
even if all the glitches in it.
Bingo. Okay, last one.
And now we're going to go back over here and buy the cobweb duster because we actually need it to progress. So I think we need to use the cobweb duster 3 times in this run, in Gloria's Mind, Milkman, and the final level. So
Oh, that's my now with that. Oh, that's my last. Alrighty
in
then.
90% you can actually skip the cobweb duster,
Take it.
Alrighty then.
but
What
it
else
requires a
can I do?
frame perfect
Alrighty
trick
then.
where you save the game when you load a save,
What else can I do you
which
for?
is really
Alrighty
annoying.
then. What else can I do
That's
you
it
for?
for now.
Like, any percent in this game kind of stinks because you have the auto scroller, like the 5-minute auto scroller still, and the run ends by you doing a frame perfect trick, which has like almost no visual cue. So now we go back to Milkman now that we have the duster, and we use it here.
Got it.
Now this part, you're normally supposed to use clairvoyance and do a bunch of cool platforming. And we actually still need to use clairvoyance at the end here, because that plunger doesn't spawn unless you're in clairvoyance. But it's a lot easier to just do the platforming without using clairvoyance. You just hold down right and jump in the dark. There's a bunch of stuff I jumped over. You can really tell because, you know, it's pitch black. No, I'm supposed to attack. Oh no. Command grabbed. It's over. I'm supposed to actually fall off the edge there, so I was refilled on ammo, but it's okay. I'm gonna lose some time here probably because punching is so risky for this fight because, as you saw, you can just get command grabbed, which happened again, and it loses like 5 or 6 seconds each time, but oh well. You live, you learn. Hello? Raz? Raz, move? My controller is... Oh no, am I stuck? Oh, what happened? I'm just reloading a save, I guess. I've never seen that happen before.
That's weird.
That is super weird. I just couldn't move. It's like a minute. This run was so good up until then. Oh well. I have to redo this part too. Oh, I don't have to redo that actually. I just need to load the right save. Okay, well, it wouldn't be a marathon run if I didn't do something really silly, but it's okay. Bit of a mishap, but we'll be fine. So I loaded the wrong save and I got just stuck in the boss. I don't know exactly what happened. I guess I got stuck in this hitbox. But here, that's what the fight's supposed to look like, and you chuck a bomb to finish off the fight. And then you just attack. This fight isn't that hard. I made it look really difficult the first time because I had no ammo, but when you have ammo, it is pretty free. Hello. Rank 24. Here we're to do a little skip. I don't even remember how to do this puzzle properly. I think you have to walk in one of the gates, but you can just float climb over. Get the flower. Go over here. And the reason I need all these different items is because there's G-men here. We're all,
I will give you more space.
you know, using flowers correctly and whatnot. And the only way you can get into these certain areas that are blocked off, you see like the yellow box around them, are by having the same item as them. So that's why I got the plunger also, because in order to get to the second half of the level, the much shorter half, but the second half nonetheless, is having a plunger. And that is one of the big skips in like every category. You just kind of, you can go under the loading zone and get in, but
Hello, sewer worker.
no glitches allowed. And we got the sniper. Go here. We need the shield.
Watch out, fellow assassin. There seems to be someone shooting at us from that tower.
And we need the shield so we don't get sniped.
Stop, helicopter! Land and let me in. I want to see the view from up there.
Up, helicopter. And we'll fall off again because we have one more fight. And it takes us back to the start where the fight is, so. There's the second nightmare, I believe they're called.
I'll be honest, I don't remember the squirrel taking a picture of you.
You don't? That's the important part of storytelling. How could you
Like,
forget
important
something
detail that I
like
just missed.
Unreal. That bomb didn't even go inside his stomach, but I'll take it because it worked. Yeah, there's a bunch of things taking pictures of you in this level. Already losing time.
I am a skilled phone repairer.
Come work on the phone lines with us.
And we use the telephone to get up here, and we're heading towards the boss. The boss in this level is pretty straightforward. I need to... What happened? Oh no! How did I fall off? I put the controller down and I must have done something. Can I recover it? Wait. Okay. I'll put the controller down and I was gonna just tap it on my lap, but I guess not. I don't know how I jumped like through the wire, but
Amazing recovery.
amazing recovery. I'm pretty sure it would have been faster just to fall down, but you know, wouldn't want that. What if I run out of lives? If you game over in this game, all it does is kick you out of the level, so it doesn't really do a whole lot. You don't even really lose any progress.
Just a minute!
Okay.
Who is it?
So normally you need invisibility here, which is the last power we're going to be getting in this run, but you can just shoot her with your Psy Blast. And you can break in that way. I wasn't fast enough. You can make sure she doesn't do an extra jump there, but you have to be really zoomy quick, and I was slightly too slow. It's only like 2 seconds lost. Considering what happened on the other fight, I don't know if that really matters. Get a few more cards. So this is the Gloria over here. We can't actually do her level quite yet, because we need invisibility for that level. That fire can damage you? I didn't even know that.
Oh wow.
Okay. Get the last 2 cards I'll need. This card. The side core. And enter Edgar's mind. This level looks really cool. I like the aesthetic they chose here.
Nice! Now I can get Edgar's cards.
So we need to get 4 cards to beat this level. Each card is behind a boss. The first 3 are the exact same. The other one has some pretty neat tech. Have to go up. And there's this bull that runs down this like middle path, which is on a cycle. Messed it up slightly, but it's fine. You can go above him in most areas. So each fight you can stun lock by using your telekinesis. And you can do that for every fight, though the last one there's a new power we get that is intermixed. And in other categories, you can actually just go up. The loading zone for the boss, like the final boss, is always there up top, and you can just fly to it, but, you know, no flying in this category. And you can get there actually without flying, but it's not allowed, and I beefed it. Oh well. That's a silly mistake. Got a little too greedy. I got too greedy again. When will I learn? Oh no.
The bulls are cracked.
They are. This is the exact same mistake too. I just had to wait like 1 second and I would have been fine. I'll go to the side here. There we go. But yeah, this fight is the exact same as the first. Though their attacks are different, but because you can stun lock them, the fights are basically the same. If you don't make any mistakes. If you make a mistake and drop the stun lock, it can be pretty annoying. Especially on the third fight, because that attack takes like 20 seconds. So, I need to be very, very careful. It's pretty easy to drop it too, like drop the inputs for the combo. Especially if you're trying to be optimal. Please make it. I kind of knew that wasn't gonna work after I got stuck for a second. Oh well. Just pick the baby route. Classic Chuck E. Cheese strat right there. Oh, and I was talking about not dropping the combo here, but I dropped the combo, so. Yeah, this attack takes like 15, 10, one of the two. It takes a long time. Oh, even longer if he combos. Slight disaster, but we recovered it. It's fine.
I've never seen this fight, and that's a long attack.
It was a very long attack. Did you skip this part in your blind race?
Yes.
I think we both did, didn't we? I think we spent like an hour trying to learn how to skip.
Someone found the speed run and then saw that you could just fly up to the end. So that's what we did.
So we didn't even do this casually.
Yeah.
This level's really cool. I highly recommend actually playing through it. Skipping sections in a blind race. It was like we were like 5 or 6 hours in at like 2 a.m. Okay. I don't know why we choose to do blind races at such awful hours, but that's what we do. Okay. I need Confusion Grenade to go here. I need Telekinesis, and then... So this fight uses the Confusion Grenade, which we just learned.
You can't hurt me at all. Because the coach taught me how to concentrate on not feeling the pain. Not like you, Spaggly. You feel everything.
So you can still do the Telekinesis stun trick to attack a little quicker.
Who am I?
Also, this isn't the first time we see the Confusion Grenade, actually. We saw it in Brain Tank. That fight also uses the Confusion Grenade. Ah! Stop hitting me, please. Thank you. Okay. That is the bulk of this level. Now we just gotta return the cards to Edgar himself. Let's not get hit by the bull too.
Here you go.
Here we go, Edgar. And Edgar's gonna create the greatest card structure of all time. Looking good? This is like one of the longest unskippable cutscenes in the run.
Well, it's worth it to see this card structure, though.
I know. It's quite impressive. You can't even see the part he built. It only zooms into the bottom there. But we see it now. Look, it's crazy. It's like, it spirals upwards, right? It's really cool. It looks awesome. Yeah, there's the loading zone. That loading zone's always there, like I said, so. That was a really good fusion grenade on my part. You were supposed to chuck it earlier so he doesn't attack you, but it's okay.
Get a good grip.
The past few levels have been slightly catastrophic. And now here we're gonna take all these out because the bull's not actually the fight. El Odio is the person over here. So check Confusion Grenade.
Look out! Here comes El Odio!
That bull hitting me is really bad, actually. I can't get over to where the spears are.
Can't get a good grip.
That bull came out of nowhere.
Yeah, he always charges towards, but I was hoping I could like just get slightly ahead so I could attack. I need more grenades now too. Oh, that's terrible luck. Normally he spawns pretty close to you, but if he spawns super far away like that, there's not much you can do. Yeah. Like you saw there, he spawned right next to me.
Ow! Right in El Odio's butt!
Which is what you want. That is ideal.
Elodio.
El Odio is dying. Now here's the second level. Normally you need invisibility here, but you can just kind of float climb over where you would use it. I don't play board games, but this is basically just a huge board game. I think it's similar to like Risk or Catan. I don't think actually I played a little bit of Catan, but
I don't remember much, but I think closer to Risk.
I think it's closer to Risk, yeah. I think Risk was right. Catan's like the only other board game I really know. So I think that's why I said it. Because thinking about Catan now, it's not similar to this like at all. I really want to get into board games more though. Board games are cool. I'm just very impatient. Also, I need to save here. So I need to talk to that house and now reload a save. Talk to Fred, and Fred will give me a letter. The letter says, "I care about my soldiers." And now this guy's ready to fight. Basically, I just want to get all the pieces on Fred's side, which Fred is the one I'm helping right now, so we can win this board game. He's facing off against his brother Napoleon Bonaparte. This is a Fred Bonaparte. So,
The lesser-known brother.
The lesser-known brother, exactly. And now we build a bridge. And we're gonna go collect some snails, some escargot. Oh, I'm stuck, get me out. Yeah. And I collected a gold doubloon at the very start of the level, so I can just get that person right away. It's not very apparent why I need these snails quite yet, but you will see after. The location they can be is kind of random, but they gave me pretty good luck this time, actually. And now
Mind if
here
I-
is... Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna say, here is like the closest thing to a glitch, but the community seems to be fine with it. You can use the pyrokinesis through this wall,
I'll bet I could armor
and it skips like 10 seconds of platforming. You're good to go.
Thanks. No, I just wanted to take a second to let everybody know that we have a couple of bid wars coming up for some runs later on this afternoon/evening. So 2 runs from now, we will have a race of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. There's a save or leave Marin bid war. Currently, Save Marin is in the lead at $65. Leave Marin currently has $0, but that is easy enough to make up. And then for the BS Legend of Zelda run, a little bit later on as well, there is a bid war for the sprite between girl and boy. Girl is currently winning with $25. Boy is at 0, but again, nothing that can't be changed if people want to support the current underdogs. So just wanted to give everybody a couple quick updates there. And yeah, back to this awesome Psychonauts run.
So we gave the snails over to that soldier, and Napoleon's cheating. He put the drawbridge up because we were winning. So we have to go over here and lower the drawbridge. And now we're gonna win the board game using very fair tactics. Where is... Here we go. And that's Fred's mind. Okay, and now we're gonna go over to the final level, Gloria. I need to... So we go inside Gloria's mind, but we're not rank 30 yet, so we use Bacon. Bacon will bring us back to Ford. Oh, I mashed too quick. Oh no. I might need to reboot the game actually. I forgot how buggy this part can be. Okay, I need to reboot the game. My apologies.
Bacon was too powerful.
The bacon was too powerful. Okay, let me make sure the game is back on stream. Okay. Bacon moment. So, let's try that again. Let's use the bacon. Let's not mash the A button so we don't get stuck. And now we're back at forwards. We're not ranked 30 yet, but we can change that because all those cards I collected. So first we deposit all our cobwebs. Each cobweb gives you a card. We got 4 cobwebs so far. And now we get 4 ranks. And this route saves like a minute and a half over the Figment route. So it's very cool. Now we just save load real quick and we can start the invisibility tutorial.
Hey, where'd he go?
Agent Cruller.
Sure.
Okay. Now we can do Glorious Mind. So we have the Cobweb Duster. Reason we need invisibility is just for this one very short section to get into the store.
I'll leave you alone.
And now we don't need invisibility. So we spent like 5 minutes grinding ranks just for that one section. Invisibility in general is not very useful, even casually. There's a few times you need it for 100%, but you know, very underutilized.
I forgot it existed.
I think Becky's not too.
Okay, so we're gonna run a play real quick. I need to turn it sad and gloomy. I don't think I ever need to turn it back either, so it's gonna be sad and gloomy the whole play.
All right, listen. This I'm good.
I remember this being a really fun level casually.
This level is really fun casually. I have to be careful. Those enemies down there will light me on fire. And being on fire is very slow. But yeah, we're grabbing different... I fell in the water! That's like the worst mistake that can happen here, because now I need to use the megaphone. Oh, don't burn me. There we go. Don't knock me in the water, please. Yeah, this part took me a long time casually to figure out, but it's pretty cool. And if you play like the wrong script in the wrong area, you get like cool little pieces of dialogue. It's overall just a really fun area. Now we have the final script and we can go up to the top part. Amongst the catwalk. We can do a skip for the first like half of the platforming section. Just by went around that curtain. And this is basically the last traditional level of the game. There's one more, the very final level. But that one is not as platform oriented. Oh. And here we're gonna do a little skip. You can float climb on the Phantom. And damage boost. That's like the only actual damage boost in the game. Quite neat. For this fight, we need to go up here and light the critic on fire. Fun fact, all the words that are being said on the screen are from a Mean Girls review, I want to say. It's from some movie review. I think it's Mean Girls.
That's a nice touch.
You can tell they had a lot of fun making this game. And the second one too. Okay. Oh, White Chicks. That movie. Yeah, it's from a review, though. Which is pretty funny. This part can be kind of annoying if you get hit once. It's easy to get comboed. Okay. Yeah, you just deal off 3 times and the fight is over. This fight can be annoying because those enemies over there can light you on fire, and when you're on fire, you can't attack for like 5-10 seconds or something. So, pretty annoying. Chunk of time to lose.
Finally, recognition for my acting talents.
That's my favorite voice line in the game. Recognition for my acting talent. Okay, now we're gonna put everything on. Whoa! I've never seen that happen before. So if you skip a cutscene there at like the right time, it keeps the elevator lowered, but I've never seen it just like spawn you in the ground. It's not a huge time loss or anything, but that is interesting. Oh no. I haven't gone this way in forever. Get me out. Okay. Stop going on the rail! That's the opposite way I want to go. I've lost like 20 seconds in the first 5 seconds to level. Okay. So you can just go over here. This part's pretty annoying in other categories because it has a lot of flying. It has like the longest section of just flying in the game, where you would fly for like 40 seconds. And flying, I mentioned it's an animation cancel. It requires mashing 2 buttons back and forth, back and forth. But doing that for like 40 seconds at a fast enough pace to gain height can be very tiring. So another good part about this category, you don't do that. So this part normally would just fly straight up, but instead we're going to do a bunch of flow climbing, which is a lot easier on the hand. So we're going to go over here. There's a lot of acrobatics you're supposed to do. You can kind of see, like, there's wire and stuff you're supposed to do normally and climb. This part in rank 101 is actually really fun, which rank 101 is just the 100% category, because there's so much you need to collect in the middle. Okay, now we're at the very top. We telekinesis.
Can't get a good grip.
Over here. And that is the last big platforming section of the game. Now there's going to be a bunch of bosses and an escort mission, which is my favorite. Oh, we're going to see the best character in the game too, very shortly. Wonder J, does the name Pokelope ring a bell or no?
No.
Unreal. So this is Pokelope.
I may remember.
He's a turtle with a crown.
Yes, I do. Oh, love this guy.
Love Pokelope.
Careful.
Yeah, we used some cake to lure him over. And then ready to start the point of no return, the game calls it. This is Brain Tank 2. It is a bigger tank and there is a brain inside the tank, so.
Okay, this one definitely uses tank controls.
Can't get a good grip.
100%. It also doesn't move. I don't think they like tank controls. They just choose not to move for that reason. Over here. It's actually a pretty good fight so far. Okay. Calculated. Not calculated? Oh no.
Can't
Please.
Get a good grip.
Oh,
Can't get a good grip.
there we go. The way you could like chuck the rocks at the tank is pretty annoying. It doesn't auto lock on sometimes. Okay. Now we're gonna combine our brains together into the final level, which is called a meat circus. This level is like notoriously difficult. At least was upon release. They made it easier for the Steam release. Which is good, because I'm not very good at this game, so. The easier difficulty is much appreciated. For this escort mission, you want to help little Ollie over here grab the bunny. This escort mission is also pretty RNG heavy. The bunny AI isn't, but the enemy spawns are. So you have to do this like 4 times. And this can take like 5 or 10 seconds. Also, I'm pretty sure the bunny's like initial spawn is random, but if he moves or not is not random. It's proximity based. Wait. You're not supposed to go this way. You're supposed to go up here. There you go. Yeah, that part normally, like on console when it was first released, was way more difficult. Like Ollie had a lot less health, so he would probably be like half HP. Also, he's stuck on some soda, so we just lost like 10 seconds. Oh my gosh! I'm not a bunny, I'm not! Sorry, Ollie. Okay. And go over here. This last one. Okay. At least the last cycle was pretty nice to us. So this is the only category that actually does the escort mission. In rank 101 you have to come into this area, but you don't actually do the mission. You just save and load out. So category exclusive right there. Now we go over here. And this is the boss rush. There's one more platforming section that's exclusive to this category. So when I said there was like the last platforming section, last level, I lied, I guess.
Wow. How could you?
I know, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It's only like a minute long, but it is pretty cool. It's also the only category that does that section. Since there's no collectibles in this area, so... Even the no flying categories skip the platforming section, because it's like a really strange trick. The trick in the next area, normally you can like ground pound on a trampoline and get stuck in the hitbox for dad. Which, there's like 2 different dads in this level. There's Ollie's dad here, and then there's my dad, which will be the next one. We're gonna do a fusion dance later, spoiler alert. So this is Ollie's dad, and this is my dad here. Normally you can like clip inside and you'll get launched to the very top of the level, and this platforming section is all vertical. So... that shouldn't get stuck. Yeah. Okay. Instead, we do this normally. This platforming section is also pretty tough.
It's a fun section, but it's also very tense when you're in the middle of a 10.5-hour speedrun.
Yeah, I can imagine. Oh my gosh! Wait, I might actually fall all the way down. Can I recover this? I have to restart the section, I'm pretty sure. No, it's... okay, we're good. I guess it's only on console if you fall in the water. Another reason the console is super tough here. Because I'm pretty sure, at least in some version of the game, if you fall in the water at all, it's just straight back to the beginning. But I might be wrong. It's been a minute since I played console version of Psychonauts. Okay. You can do a float climb on that really thin part of the fence, but I missed it and it's pretty risky. I prefer not to fall all the way down. It saves like 10 seconds. It's still like 110 pace, it looks like, at least in game time. Oh, I fell down even after all that because I looked at my timer. Oh my gosh. Well, it's definitely not that now. This part looks a lot faster when you don't fall down twice, I swear. Okay.
Incoming. No, can't really catch those. It's just testing. There you go.
Really? That's annoying. I know if the water catches up, you lose, so I can't fall again. All these late game chokes. Okay. I will not get hit. Beautiful. There we go. And that is the platforming section basically done. Now we have a really long ladder we gotta climb. And we will be facing the last 2 bosses. It's a really trippy ladder. If you don't hold down the first time, I'm pretty sure the ladder gets kind of annoying to climb. I haven't actually ever tested, but when I was learning the game, everyone told me just to hold down to make it easy. So, who knows? Where this part is luck based. If there's gonna be little pins that drop close by, I need these to drop close by, and I can only attack him when he is moving or attacking. He has to be in the middle of some animation. There we go. And now they do the fusion dance, and this is the final boss. Time will end when the cutscene plays. when their health bar reaches 0.
That was a cool fusion dance.
Very cool. And time is now. So yeah, that was Psychonauts. A few mishaps. The game crashing was unfortunate. That boss fight where it just froze and I lost a minute, unfortunate. But no, we did beat the game without using any major glitches. So that's something to be proud of.
Yay.
Yay.
Very
Yeah.
cool run. Definitely could tell everybody was enjoying it. Do you want to give any shout outs or anything?
Just shout outs to the Psychonauts community for being really cool. There's a lot of resources if you want to learn the game. The first and second game, very good speedruns, very cool people who run them. And shout outs to Wonder J, who agreed to commentate like 5 minutes before the run, basically.
Yep.
So, shout outs to Wonder J.
Where's he going?
And thanks to all y'all for having me, for supporting a great cause.
Let's go inside.
Man, I
Keep the
can't wait to
donations
see all
coming.
the messed up stuff.
Putting on a great show.
Oh, I know a lot
Yeah.
of it. While
That's about
you're
it
out,
for me.
I poked around a bit. Tell me about this Lily person.
Hey!
And so, that brings us to the end. Where...
And we are getting close to the end of the marathon here. We've only got a handful of runs left for you. Up next, we are going to have Mass Effect 2, one of my personal favorite games, being run by Demonic Robots. The category is No One Left Behind. We only need a little less than $500 to hit 5 figures. So I'm challenging everybody watching right now. If you can, if you are able, let's go ahead and get some donations in. Let's get that total moving so that we can hit 10K. Some things that you can donate for. We have 2 bid wars. Nothing for the next round of Mass Effect 2, but we do have a couple in the runs that are following Mass Effect 2. We have for the 3-way, I believe it's a 3-way race of Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, we have a Save or Leave Marin incentive. Currently, Save Marin is in the lead at $65. Leave Marin is in second place at $0. And then for BS Legend of Zelda by Vanivan, there is a sprite bid war between girl and boy. Currently, girl is winning at $25. And boy does not have any donations for it yet, but you can certainly get some in for either of those bid wars. And then the final game, which is coming up later on this evening, Final Fantasy X HD Remaster, any percent cutscene remover, being run by Moonblaze Wolf. I've heard of that individual. We still need about another $600 to unlock Final Fantasy X. So if you have some money and you are able to do so, please get some donations in for the Trevor Project. It is a wonderful cause that I would like to tell you a little bit more about. The Trevor Project is the world's largest suicide prevention and crisis intervention organization for LGBTQ young people. The organization works to save young lives by providing support through free and confidential suicide prevention and crisis intervention programs on platforms where young people spend their time. Their 24/7 phone line, chat, text, and soon to come integrations with social media platforms. They also run Trevor Space, the world's largest safe space social networking site for LGBTQ youth, and operate innovative education, research, and advocacy programs. For the last 20 years, Trevor has worked to save young lives by providing support through their free and confidential crisis programs on platforms where young people spend their time, such as Trevor Lifeline, Trevor Chat, Trevor Text, and Trevor Space. They also go beyond our frontline crisis services to invest in education, outreach, and advocacy resources. Those ones I just mentioned, Trevor Lifeline is a 24/7 phone line launched in 1998, has not stopped since. Trevor Chat is a crisis service for youth that prefer to talk via online instant messengers. Trevor Text is a crisis service via text for youth that prefer texting on their phones. And Trevor Space is the world's largest safe space social networking for LGBTQ youth. They also promote and support research on LGBTQ suicidology. Regular evaluations and surveys ensure their services reduce the risk of suicide and help them learn from their mental health help them learn of the mental health issues affecting LGBTQ youth. They also offer advocacy programs and education programs to build allies for the LGBTQ community. They educate adults who interact with youth on LGBTQ competent suicide prevention, risk detection, and response.